So the first thing that I think is a pretty important essential, it's not a big one, but it's definitely, I found it to be very important. Especially just when you're trying to get back and forth to class, you don't have time to head back to your room or back to your dorm or whatever you have going on. And that is chapstick. It's saved my life. I know, especially since a lot of us going back to school, it's, you know, it's fall, winter, it's dry outside, your lips get pretty chapped, so I always leave at least like 1 or 2 in my bag at all times. I don't take it out with me, I don't like change it out, I just leave it in the bag that I'm taking to school so I don't lose it, because let me tell you, on the days that I find that I don't have it are the days that I need it the most. So, any chapstick. These aren't essential or anything, but I thought they were really cute, so I thought I'd show you guys. I got them from Walmart the other week, and they're the Rimmel London Keep Calm and Lip Balm. I thought they were really cute. There was like 4 or 5 of them. I only picked up like 3. I don't know if you guys will be able to see them that well right here. They're nothing special, I don't think. I haven't tried them yet. But you know, you could use, you know, something cute like this, or you could also just do like a normal chapstick or whatever. Just have it. The next thing that I thought was an essential, at least for me, well, that I thought was an essential, that I think makes the classroom, like taking notes and whatever, like a lot more fun, especially since it's so boring. I used them all year last year to take my notes, and it just made it a lot better, and that is colorful pens. You could always tell what notes were mine, you could always tell like whose quizzes were, like what quiz was mine. You could just tell, because like I was the only one in class really who had colorful pens, but my teachers didn't mind it. It was okay. I didn't use them for tests or anything. I used like normal black or blue, dark blue for test. But I used them all year, and I still use them at home. I use them all the time. I actually just ran out of the kind that I'm using, so I restocked a little bit. The ones that I like to use are the G2 ones. I know a lot of people, I think, use these a lot. They're a little bit pricey, but they're a lot of fun to use, and they're really good. They like just glide when you're writing, and everything goes down nicely, and it doesn't really bleed through unless you're like sitting there like keeping your pen down. 3 out of 4, not this one. This one's okay, but these 3 were the colors that I definitely used all the time, especially the blue, because that's my favorite color. But they just give you a little something to do, especially like if you have a little bit of downtime, the teacher's talking, you just can't listen, it's the end, it's like the last 10 minutes before class, and you just want to doodle or something. I know I shouldn't be like, yeah, doodle, but like if you do it, it's more fun with colorful pens. So that's one essential. Extra Scantrons, like Scantrons everywhere, all the time. Stock up on Scantrons, because not having them when you need them for quizzes and tests is a pain in the butt. You can always ask someone else in the class if they have one, but there's no guarantee, and there's no guarantee that the teacher will have one for you, because some are just not playing your games. I would stock up at least like maybe like 20, keep it around there. They're like 10 cents a piece at the bookstore, so it's not that bad. And if you don't use them all your first year, you might use them all by the end of the year. You got 4 years. So another essential that I think is pretty important for all, high school and college, but especially for college, if you guys have like all of those stands that have all the drinks like Starbucks and stuff. I know where I went to college, they have, the first school that I went to, they had a Starbucks in both like 2 different areas, and they also had like a Java City and a lot of different like food and drink areas. This one place I had class 3 times a week right past the Starbucks every day, and I paid a pretty penny because I could never just not. It was like chai lattes or like those like iced tea lemonade ones, or the refreshers. I was just always buying, and it adds up. And so I didn't do this last year, but I'm definitely going to start doing it this year, and that's bringing a water bottle, because you'll have your drink already, so you won't feel the need to go out and buy Starbucks or whatever you have where you're going to college. And it's also nice in high school too, just to have something to keep you hydrated. You could always switch them up, get really cute ones, make little DIY ones. I just have like a plain blue one that I take everywhere with me, but you know, you could always bedazzle it, sparkle it, whatever. My last essential, it's not really a thing that you can take with you back and forth to school, but I definitely think it works for both high schoolers and college kids, and that is to have a really nicely organized desk, just so you have a nice space to come home to, or if you're not feeling the library or you didn't get it all done during your study period at high school or whatever, you just need to come home and go to your room or dorm. I think it just makes it a better environment. So here's what my desk looks like. I just have like a little calendar here. I have these little mason jars full of glitter that I DIY'd that have like my pens, my pencils, my Sharpies, whatever, my printer, water bottle by my bed, like little highlighters. Then up here I just have some like organization stuff and just like some knickknacks. Over here, here's my laptop where I write all my papers. Back there is a little notebook that I use just for like ideas that I have. This is my little calendar for organizing, and like just some like cute little folders that I have. Up here I have like some cards if I need to write out cards for professional reasons or just for like birthdays and stuff. I have these little cute little jars that have like pins and paper clips and stuff. Blood money, how do you afford this ring that I love, honey? Just another shift at the drug company. He doesn't think I'm that fucking dumb, does he? It doesn't matter what you pull up to your home. So for the first DIY, all you need to do is pick out your favorite folders and notebooks and grab some decorative labels. Everything I got from Walmart, but craft stores would also be a good place to look. So all I did was decide where I wanted the label to go, and then you just take whatever color works for you and write the subject you want to designate your folder for. It's really simple, but it's a really cute way to organize your school material. So for another version of this, I took some decorative roses I also got from Walmart and some E6000 glue I picked up from my local craft store. And basically all you have to do is figure out how you want to place your roses on the folder and then use the glue to secure them into place. I also decided last minute to throw in some adhesive gems that I also got from the craft store just to add some sparkle. And then all I did was write the subject I wanted in the marker in the center. This version is really easy to do, and you can use whatever little decorations you want. It doesn't have to be roses. I also just wanted to note that a hot glue gun would have worked perfectly for this. I just can't seem to find mine right now. It doesn't matter what you pull up to your home. We know what goes on inside. You call that ass your own. We call that silicone, silly girl. We're silly boys. Blood still stains when the sheets are washed. Sex don't sleep when the lights are off. So I'm just starting off with 2 plain white binders I had lying around my house, but any color you like can work just fine. For these, I use different kinds of ribbons and decorative materials that you can pick up at any craft stores like AC Moore or even Joann's Fabrics. I also use some extra decorations that I just had lying around my house. Whenever I make DIY stuff, the first place that I always like to check is my own house because there's perfect little trinkets and extra items that you'll find if you look hard enough. So for my first binder, I decided to take all the different ribbons and decorative duct tape and cut strips to make a pattern up 3/4 of the binder. I just used the same E6000 glue to secure my strips of fabric, and like I said, you can also use a hot glue gun. And once I got to the spot that I liked, I stopped and used my adhesive gems to make a row above and below the label that I placed down. And after I finished that, I just continued my pattern up the top of the binder. So for my second binder, I kept it really simple by just using this decorative crystal that I had from an old necklace. And then I googled ombre, and obviously I added Tumblr because Tumblr makes everything cool in your Google search. Then I cut and placed the picture inside the clear pocket of your binder and place the crystal where I thought it would look best. I would definitely use the E6000 glue for this one. It'll really help keep it in place. I'm a silly girl with silly boys. My last DIY was really simple. I didn't change the objects up much, but I know that message boards and corkboards are really popular, especially in dorms. For the message board, I just took some decorative tape and simply framed the outside of the board. I did the same thing. I outlined some of the edges just like the message board, but I used some ribbon instead and I glued it on the top and the bottom.
Round and around like a horse on a carousel we go. Will I catch up to love? I could never tell. I know chasing after you is like a fairy tale.
Wow, that's fucking shitty.
I need a tripod.
Hey guys, this is Crazy Spickle.